Hi everyone, welcome back to another EZLynx Live. I'm your host, Ryan Bukema, and on today's show we got a treat for you. We promised it, and now that the acquisition is completed, it's done. EZLynx is now part of the Applied family. I see nothing but green pastures in front of us and cool opportunities. But we wanted to be able to have that follow-up Q&A session. We talked about in the first Q&A session that if you had questions, go ahead and post them in the live chat and we'll address those in a follow-up session. So today what we have for you is a recorded session between EZLynx CEO Nag Rao and Applied CEO Taylor Rhodes. And they're going to be looking at and addressing some topics with respect to the acquisition and kind of giving you guys a picture of where we're going moving forward. All right, so without further ado, I'll stop talking and I'll let the more important guys start talking. Let's go ahead and roll the recording. This is once again a recorded Q&A session with CEO Nag Rao and Applied CEO Taylor Rhodes. Enjoy.
Welcome, Taylor.
Thanks.
Welcome to our EZLynx office.
Thanks for having me, Nag.
I know, a lot of users will be surprised to know that we never met.
This is our first time.
We made the deal. This is the first time.
It's amazing.
And how do you like the studio?
Oh, well, first of all, you have the coolest studio, right? If you all could see the inside of this studio, I mean, this is a great place. But, you know, this is my first time visiting your Dallas office. Yeah. And, you know, you've heard me walking around saying, wow, this is a great space. This is cool. But it's so weird, right? In the land of COVID, we've talked about hiring people onto our team sight unseen, but doing an acquisition or a merger sight unseen. So I'm more excited to just be here and meeting you and your team.
I know you used to live in this area.
I did, Frisco.
So I know I'm joking that you might move your office here because you got such a great office here.
Well, I moved to Chicago from Texas, right? You heard my joke. It's I like bad weather, high taxes, and poor government, right? That's why I moved up there, but I'm tempted to come back.
We're getting there in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's been more than a month, and we've been working on a plan for many months now.
We have.
So obviously our EZLynx customers are very curious. What is this deal all about, right?
Yeah.
What is in it for me? So would you like to elaborate a little bit to our customers and what this deal is all about?
I would. You know, the first thing I would love to say to the EZLynx customers is we know you chose EZLynx because of the people, because of the technology and products, because of their understanding of you as an independent agent. And we don't want to mess that up, right? So job one for us, Nag, and you have talked about it a lot, is really building trust between our two teams, learning from each other, best practices, cultural strengths, and becoming better together. So the first commitment is we do not want to mess up why your customers chose you. Yeah. And that's why we're here today. You know, we've been spending a lot of time with your team over the last couple of days, getting to know each other, listening, building that trust, starting to build those relationships. So I think that's job one. Is we want to learn from EZLynx and we want to embrace what you all have done so well. And then I think, you know, you and I both know then the conversation turns into what do we do now to add value together that we couldn't do apart before? Yeah.
You want to highlight some key areas or key products that you see values in integrating?
Well, you know, one of the biggest things that we were attracted to for EZLynx is we think digital connectivity in this industry is so important for the independent agent. Digital connectivity between the carriers and the brokers themselves, between the brokers and their end insureds. And so the first thing first is we're going to integrate your rating product into Epic directly, which I think customers are going to love.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's immediate value.
You and I have talked about doing this even before the acquisition a few times, and we saw a lot of value in that.
We did.
Right? I mean,
yeah, when you think about proof points, right? What is everybody waiting to see? Is this going to be better or worse?
Yeah.
Better will be having the industry's leading rating capability embedded directly into the industry's largest AMS, Epic. We'll also be able to do things. You have by far the most complete rating library, but we've got areas like home in Florida that are gaps in your library that we can bring so that the library becomes even more complete. So we hope that's a big value proof point to our customers.
Absolutely, absolutely. California market.
Absolutely,
you know, we've kind of struggled a little bit there with, there's a lot of non-standard insurance companies there, and I think there's some things to gain from integrating with your rater too.
Right.
You want to touch on the management system a little bit, and you know, we have two competing products until we acquired each other, or until you acquired us. Right?
Well, we've talked a lot about, you know, this notion of creating choice and flexibility, and I think now when you take Applied Epic and you take the EZLynx One platform, we're going to be able to deliver on that promise. We'll be able to take the right agency management system to the right broker. We'll be very clear on the innovation roadmap for each so that customers understand the one platform is a valuable part of our portfolio. It's not going anywhere. We want to continue to invest. But Epic will also then focus in parts of the market that it is best for as well. And we'll be able to go to our combined customers, to our map customers, and create the right choice of AMS. And so we call it the dual AMS strategy. Not very brilliant. I'm not a marketer. But we want to make sure that people understand this isn't about forcing people from one platform to the other. It's about creating the right choice of agency management system. And then, Nog, over time, you and I have talked about the innovation of potentially one day getting to a common data plane, a common back end, so that you can offer the right agency management system with a combined data structure so that maps and others can look across their entire book of business. So I think we've got some great ideas for the future on how to make the two even better together.
EZLynx was very strong, like say up to 20, 30 users, and you guys are very strong in the 30 plus, 40 plus user base. I think this makes a very compelling company with a good mix of products to go from, you can grow with the
grow with
the company.
That's right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
and then we think about things like your Connect marketplace. Gosh, I'm excited about Connect, right? Because the future is all about ecosystems. It's all about API connectivity. And when you think about EZLynx Connect, we can bring additional products and vendors connected into the ecosystem and offer them not only to your EZLynx base, but also to the applied base, which again creates choice and flexibility. So we're excited about things like that in the future as well.
I know the team is looking at a lot of Connect opportunities with applied customers.
You bet.
And we are very excited about India. I think it's a great product. A lot of our customers have asked for it. I'm assuming that we're going to have some kind of India integration into EZLynx.
I think right now, number one priority is get the rating library working, clarify the dual AMS, and then the Connect strategy can bring things like Indio and applied analytics and marketing automation into the EZLynx space as well as Connect vendors. So I think there's a huge horizon to create more value for your customers.
So I think it's fair to say both product teams are working really hard. Our plan is to come up with some kind of a future roadmap in 3 to 6 months, and start off with rating first. That's the obvious. Right? I mean, that was a big reason why you guys wanted to buy us. I know we've talked about it many times, and start looking at Connect and other management system opportunities.
You bet.
I guess, what does the future look like for the combined company, EZLynx and Applied company?
Well, we just spent time together with our leadership teams this morning talking about the big forces going on in the independent agency and the insurance ecosystem as a whole. We talked about rapid technology changes here, data obsession, being able to help customers make sense of their data, turn it into analytics so they can run smarter agencies. We talked about the fact that broker consolidation is also changing the landscape and the role of technology to facilitate that consolidation and get to standard ways for them to interact with their customers is very important. We talked about the fact that technology needs to help our brokers innovate, not hold them back. So to create that flexibility and that choice to change their business models over time so they can compete more effectively. And then we talked about user experience, right? Your millennial customers have an iPhone in their hand or an Android phone, and they expect simple, cloud-first, mobile-first experiences. And so what we'll work on together is technology transformation so that the combined Applied and EZLynx can bring technology to bear on those forces so that independent agents can be more competitive for the long term. And I think this is all about an innovation and a choice story. We were attracted to EZLynx because, Nog, you're an entrepreneur. You had a vision for how to change the industry. And you've built a team here that has learned from you about how to walk in agent shoes and how to innovate on their behalf. So I think the future for me as the relatively new CEO at Applied, coming from outside of the industry, joining forces with your team here, is all about creating the change in this industry that makes the independent agent and broker more competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the other fears that our customers have is that, will Applied come and force us to change our products? I mean, we would never do that. Why would we do that?
Well, what's cool is that we just heard from our sales teams right now how they're working in real life cases to put the customer first. And sometimes that means there's an agent that's talking to Applied about Epic and realizes, EZLynx would be better. And vice versa. And so we have a customer first mentality on this. And the cool thing is our teams are really responding to that. They're putting it into action.
Well, you guys have a long history in the industry. You guys bring a lot of credibility to the market, and that's something that we lack because we have not proven ourselves in the higher end of the market. So with this now, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of do this acquisition, because I felt like we're going to get more access to the higher end of the market. We're beginning to see that, right? That's what we heard from our sales team today, that some of the opportunities customers are saying, well, maybe I should look at EZLynx too.
That's right, exactly. And not bound by the size of the agency. It's really, what are their needs?
Exactly.
What are their needs today? What are their needs
Correct.
in the future? And then
Correct.
getting to the right platform. And
Correct.
so we have more tools and solutions now together to help those independent agents not just think about today, but think about the future.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of our team so far because, you know, acquisitions can be disruptive.
Yeah.
But they're out working well together and putting the customer first,
Yeah.
and that's what we ask them to
Yeah,
do.
I do want to commend your team. I think they've done a fantastic job
Thank you.
working with our team. They've been very respectful. They've listened to everything we had to say.
Right.
And they've made some changes.
Yeah.
They didn't come with the attitude, well, we bought you,
Right.
so you're going to listen to us. It's
Right.
very important for EZLynx customers to know that.
Yeah.
From what I have seen, you know, I've been kind of an outside person looking into this whole process. I've been very pleased, and you know that's the vibes I've got from my team too. That
Yeah.
they're very impressed
Yeah, good.
with how the discussions have been going. I feel very optimistic. Do you have any kind of parting comments about this whole integration and where the industry is headed, or?
You know, there's a statistic in the world that 80 to 90% of acquisitions actually destroy value rather than creating value.
Yeah, you're right.
And,
You're so
and
right.
we are you and I are so focused on this one, creating value. And I'm pleased to hear the feedback because at the end of the day, we didn't buy a piece of software here, right?
Correct.
We asked a group of smart humans to join up with us.
Correct.
And, you know, we talk a lot. It's just, like I told you all this morning, when you're not in the room, what do we say to apply? And we say, let's embrace EZLynx. Let's
Correct.
learn from them.
Correct.
Let's learn from their culture. Let's learn from their innovation. So I'm pleased to know, you know, so far we're not screwing it up, right? And that's
No.
our commitment to the customers. We don't want to screw it up.
Yeah. I know that was your number one bullet today.
That's it, exactly.
You know, let's
Don't
not
screw it
screw
up.
up. You know,
Yeah.
they've got something good going.
That's right.
I have to fully agree with you. I think you guys have done a fantastic job, and I just feel more validated that I chose the right partner.
Well, thank you.
Look, I had many choices, right? I
Right.
mean, EZLynx has been a good product. We built a very good customer base. We could have gone many ways,
You bet.
but I wanted to go to somebody who's had good experience, good
Yeah.
history,
Right.
and you know the agents already know you guys,
Right.
and I felt comfortable. And after the meeting that we had today,
Mm-hmm.
I feel very good. I think it's safe to say that our customers can rest easy.
Yeah.
And not worry too much about what's going to impact
Right.
them. It'll be mostly positive impact.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right?
I mean, to me, you know, we don't have any sort of nefarious plan to come in and say, you know, you have to change platforms. We're killing this off. We're killing this off. So of course, over time, we're going to learn from each other and make better changes happen that are better for the broker. But look, I feel very good about this joining of forces here. I think we have very complementary product sets, and you know, we are both very customer centric.
Yeah.
My background, as you know, prior to Applied,
Yeah.
was in one of the most customer centric technology companies out there, and so I bring this passion every day. And when I walk in this building and I talk to your people, it's a shared passion. It just is.
Yeah.
So we speak the same language. We're driven by the same motivations. We're dissatisfied with the way things are in the industry, and we want to make it better. And I think smart, energetic people who want to make things better will find ways to create value for our customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks a
So
lot,
thank
Taylor.
you.
Thank you.
I appreciate
This
you
was
having us here.
Great talking to you.
You too.
Our customers will enjoy this.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. A lot of really good information. Looks like there's going to be, I think, a really bright future, good opportunities for these two companies to come together and really provide some value in the market. I'm excited by this next chapter here at EZLynx, as well as being part of the Applied Systems. This is going to be pretty neat. Once again, that's our show for today. That's what we have. On our show next month, we're going to be looking at our Q1 items, some of the stuff that came out in Q1, kind of talking you through what those things are and kind of doing some demos for you. So definitely join us for that. Until then, like we say here in Texas, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks, guys, for watching today. Bye.